You switch the camera?
Yes.
It's weird that it wouldn't let us go live. Do you have enough to be in the video? Are we live?
We're live.
Okay, how do I get, maybe it'll show up now.
Maybe it'll show up.
Hold on.
Super
technical.
sorry about all the technical crazies. I'm really upset about why.
We don't know what went wrong. Okay, we are live, and it doesn't say.
So hit the X right there, and if you see the little, you don't see the.
Okay, all right, so we're
good.
Woohoo! All right. All right, so
Okay.
let me get a little adjusted here. Come scoot closer to me. There we go.
Let's stay
All
warm.
right.
We went out of the sun. We were sitting in the sun like baking.
We were baking. All right, you guys, welcome. My name is Carolyn.
I'm Garrett.
And we are Diary of a Family.
We're intentionally living life with you, and we did the whole thing backwards.
That's okay. I don't know, we rolled with it. Hopefully, we will get more of you on, because I don't know, at one point it said there were 3 people on.
Well,
so
someone.
I thought it was working.
Well, I sent the link out.
Somebody could have gotten on the link.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have been sitting here. Well, actually, we were in the sun.
Spot. Hi, guys.
Hi, Hope. We were sitting for a while out in the sun. 2 p.m. we went live. We're sitting there for 15 minutes chatting, and nobody's talking, nobody's commenting. And then Garrett's like, it says it's on private, but I changed that. And then he was so we stopped going live.
Yeah.
And he was trying to fix it, and it would not let him go to public mode.
For some reason, I don't know if it's my account or whether it's YouTube, but I cannot set my phone to go public on its live stream.
Yeah, anyway, I hopped on to TubeBuddy, YouTube Studios, and I was able to find it and change it to public, so it's working now. Yay! X marks the spot says, I think you have it figured out now. Nice to see you. It's nice to see you too. We miss you guys. We can't wait to see you guys in October.
Question of the video, and you guys can answer this. What has been your favorite summer vacation so far?
During this video, we're going to talk about our put out on Wednesday for that. We're going to talk about how it's going with me. And Summer to Serve ends here at the beginning of September. So we're going to talk about that, and we need to decide when we're going to pull the shirts.
Yeah.
Your ability to buy the shirts that say, see these muscles, they serve.
So pick them up now if you want one.
Yep.
And all the money from that will go to a charity of your choice. So, we're looking for suggestions for charities to give money to. And we're also just wanting more people to spread the word. I mean,
Yep.
We know some people were able to do it. And we're glad that you were able to be involved with it. So.
And we'll talk about Summer to Serve and how we're wrapping it up and how that's been going for us. So, X marks the spot says this summer was a visit from Never Too Late to RV and our sunset cruise on Fall Lake. Ooh. Garrett tried to take me on a sunset cruise last summer for our anniversary on Lake Tahoe, and COVID canceled it. I'm sorry, dear.
Your contract got canceled, and then that.
I'm sorry. No, because we were going to do it. Mom was there.
That's right, yeah.
And she was going to watch the kids.
And then they had to cancel.
Yeah. So we ended up just hanging out in, what was it? What was the little?
Virginia City.
Virginia City up there in the mountains and having dinner.
Yep.
That was good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Anyway, our favorite vacation experience so far this summer, I think we'll limit it to that.
This summer, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. All these camping trips out have been awesome. We've really needed to relax. So if you didn't know, right now we are out on the coast. We did North Cascades National Park at the beginning of August. And now we are visiting Olympic National Park. So we're in Port Angeles.
Yep, the kids have gotten their Junior Ranger bag for Olympic National Park. We are working on a ocean, what did you call it?
Ocean Steward.
Ocean Steward's badge. Yeah. And it's actually a patch.
That's what we've been told, yeah. So we're excited about that, but we would have loved to show you our campsite during this live stream. But way up in the mountains there, we're camped inside the national park, and it's not got such great cell reception. So we came on down here to Port Angeles, and we're hanging out.
And the kids needed a place to play. We'd been driving past this like playground.
It's a pretty awesome playground.
It's a pretty cool playground, and the kids were like, "I want to go play there." But we're always like heading somewhere. Like we can't just stop for an hour.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So Summer to Serve. Summer to Serve. If you didn't know what that was about, we took a month, 30 days in May and June, as we traveled from Arizona to Montana to kind of get this idea going with all of you that we need to spend some time serving in our communities. So we intentionally got out there, and as we traveled through 5 different states, we found places and people that we could serve. We did all kinds of stuff, from painting to handing out food at and sorting used clothes at a thrift store. I think my favorite by far was helping plant and harvest lettuce at an aquaponics greenhouse. That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And so we kind of just wanted our followers, and we wanted you, the DFAM, to get out there and to do something this summer, to think about others instead of yourself, and to bless someone in that. And so we've been waiting for submissions, haven't seen a whole lot, but we're going to wrap this up, and we'll attempt to do something, I think, again in the future. I think we really enjoyed it.
We enjoyed
As
it,
a family,
and we're trying, it's something, we started something new. And so a lot of times, it's hard to get something like that off the ground.
As a family,
we
learned a lot, and we enjoyed it a lot. So we're going to probably continue it.
Well,
as
and
a
we
tradition.
made friendships that, we'd love to go back and meet up with him again. The pastor in Laverkin was amazing, and that whole community was a place I would be like, hey, I'll go spend the winter there.
Yeah, so we did do a 30-day challenge, and we did a video every single day, and we talked about what it is to serve, what it looks like, what you could do. So you should go back and check those out. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all on the playlist, so you can go sit down and watch them. They're not super long either. So
we're going to finish up our t-shirts, and we're going to see how much money we earned and donate that to a special cause somewhere, something.
Yeah, we look forward to just trying to make a difference. Even if it's not the summertime, just keep your eye out for stuff you can do to help someone else.
Yep. All right, so there are a couple projects that we're going to finish up here as September rolls around. First off, we wanted to give you a little update. One of the things that we did during our challenge was to put together a homeless package. And I think we spent like $35 on this, and it all fit into a gallon Ziploc bag. It was pretty cool, pretty robust. It had a little bit of protein. It had hygiene products. It had a hat for wintertime. It had a gift card to McDonald's. So it was pretty substantial. I wanted to let you guys know that I was able to find a wonderful young woman. Her name was Riley. She was just down on her luck. There had been some negative circumstances that had happened recently, and she just felt like she needed some prayer for that. So I told her, well, we're going to be praying, and she was very appreciative of the package. As I drive to and from work, I kind of check the corner that I saw her on, hoping that she'll be there so I can just check up on her and see what's
maybe
going
hoping
on.
praying that her life has been able to turn around a little bit, and that she's able to get back on her feet.
Yeah.
I think this is my garbage.
Oh, that's all right.
Anyway, maybe I'll get to know her a little bit more. Maybe she just needs a friend in the area. We have a good 6 weeks left of this contract, so who knows? I might be able to catch up with her again. I can tell you that being in Olympia, it's pretty crazy, the homeless population. Pretty bad there. Just the corners that I pass, like the couple of blocks that I have to drive once I get off the highway to the hospital, you usually see 2 to 5 homeless on corners asking for help, and they're never the same, I feel like. They're never the same people.
Mhm.
So it's heartbreaking to see that all these people are in need. And anyway, X marks the spot says update on the Trail Scout. Oh yeah, so Richard did a service project. He hiked a trail and just marked areas of concern on the trail so it could be fixed. It says Northwoods Volunteer Project. A chainsaw crew hit the trail to remove the big trees. I wound up using a weed whacker on the overgrown areas. 3 miles of trail. Wow, Richard, good job. I think that is really cool opportunity,
Yeah.
especially for those who are avid outdoors people who love hiking. And you don't want to be stuck like, I don't know, boxing food or, stuck in a building. This is the thing for you. So it was Trail Scout, Northwoods Volunteer Project, and I believe that was in what state? What state are they in?
Michigan?
Michigan?
The UP?
Something like that.
I don't know. They'll
Anyway.
probably correct us in the chat. I know that.
So that's a great update. I'm glad that trail got cleared and that you were able to go out and help them with that clearing project. 3 miles.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of trail. That's a
I
lot
mean,
of trail.
3 miles when you're just hiking, that's a long time. But
Yeah.
to do work on it,
Yeah, that's an all-day thing.
that's an all-day thing. Yeah.
So thank you, Richard and Hope, for joining in on our project. I know they also did a like a food pantry or kitchen where they went in and helped those in need with food supplies as well. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. That's good. Okay, another update for our Summer to Serve.
Minnesota.
Okay, cool. Minnesota, not Michigan.
Minnesota.
Another update for us is I've been working on some projects for Operation Gratitude.
Yep.
You can find that online, operationgratitude.org. And you can do that anytime during the year. It doesn't have to be now. I was able to finish a scarf and a hat in camo colors. I used an entire skein. It was awesome. I was like, I have just enough.
She tried to do one more row, and it was like, nope.
No.
Gotta pull the whole thing out now.
Yep. So we're gonna package those up along with these
Paracord bracelets.
the paracord bracelets that I learned to make. Now Operation Gratitude has a video out there that shows how to do these paracord bracelets.
It's pretty cool.
So I have a whole, I've got 20 or more made already, but I still have a few more paracords to do. So I'm gonna finish those out. We're gonna get them all into a box and shipped off. So that'll be awesome. And we'll try to do video so you guys can see it later.
Cool.
I've enjoyed learning how to do these paracord bracelets.
Well,
I need to sit down and show him how to do it.
Yeah. And right now, I mean, it's more important than ever to try and support the troops. Try and support, those that are overseas. And, this is one way that you can show support. And it helps the soldiers and the troops overseas. Just by this little act, it really does make a difference for them.
Okay, I am still involved, but we've got the park in front of us, and I'm like,
So if you see my eyes darting ground, I'm just making
for
sure
our children.
Kids aren't.
Have you seen them lately?
I saw Timmy checking something out, and then he went back in.
Okay, all right. Luckily, the 2 entrances to the park are right in front of us. Nobody can take our children without us seeing. So, and it's clearing out. I think it's gotten to the hot part of the day, and people are taking their kids home. But it's beautiful out here. So Port Angeles, if you're ever, doing the coast in Washington,
101.
make sure you get to Port Angeles, check it out.
And there's tons
get
of
up to
camping
Olympic.
options. There's RV parks everywhere. We just didn't want to. Our RV right now is sitting. It's all set up for just a couple months. We didn't want to have to pack the whole trailer up, drag it all the way up here, and then just take it back.
Well, I have to admit, it was pretty difficult to get it set up on my parents' property.
Ugh.
It's not the flattest ground, and it's on this hill, and so it took us a bit. I mean, it was a good hour or two.
We probably don't want to show you what we're doing to keep it level.
An hour or two of getting this RV level enough, because I think we're using wood blocks or lumber that my dad had left over, plus our regular leveling blocks, plus cinder blocks for the leveling
and
jacks.
it still aired out just before I finished leveling, but it was already level. It was just.
Anyway, it was
Damn,
okay. X marks the spot says 3 days of work on the trail. Wow. The food shelf went back to in-person self-selection in their store. That's good because I think before you were kind of bundling things up and then handing it to them so they couldn't choose what they wanted to take out of that kitchen. Are you camped in the pop-up for the national park? And the answer is yes.
Yes, we are.
We have been having a lot of fun with my brother's pop-up trailer. Although Garrett replaced the battery and then he couldn't get it to work, so there might be something wrong with the converter. And
something like drained the battery, and it's like it's drain, like dead. No
it's a
volts.
brand new battery, and we couldn't get the thing charged overnight or on the trip. So something's up with it. So we did bring a tank of water to, wash hands in the sink and stuff.
And we can't use it.
Can't use it. Plus, in doing the clean out and getting it prepped and packed, we realized that it has no onboard storage for gray water. So
it's basically just a pipe that goes out the side, and you're supposed to just put a bucket there.
Yeah, we would just have to have a bucket to dump our water into it. So anyway, it's just easier to use it as a glorified tent. It's nice to have the 3-burner stove in the kitchen area to heat water up. That's really all we did with it. I did make macaroni and cheese. That's the first time I've cooked in the trailer.
So, I mean, the propane works just fine.
Yeah, propane's great. Propane's great.
Yep.
And we are all set for colder nights too, but we haven't had to use our buddy heater yet at all. So that's good. The tent walls are pretty thick, so I think our own body heat kind of keeps it warmer in the pop-up. So.
Yep.
So we're enjoying getting away from our fifth wheel because it makes it feel like we're actually out camping, right? I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's everything's outside. We're eating outside. We're
cleaning our dishes after every meal and putting it away because of bear risk,
Well, that and the first camping trip we went, we were like, oh, we don't need the dishes now. And then next thing we know, we got this big bucket just packed full of dishes. We're like, oh, dang it. Now we got to clean it.
Yep. No bear boxes at our location, at our campsite this time.
They would expect you to just lock it up in your car.
But I'm feeling with how close we are to, how close Port Angeles is to the campsite. And the fact that the ranger said, I haven't seen any bear yet. And she's been here like for months and months.
Yeah.
We're feeling pretty confident of just keeping things like in the bed of the truck or inside the truck.
Making it hard
or inside the
for
trailer.
critters to just get into, they can't just easily jump in and get into our food.
But we're not leaving the garbage out. We're not leaving dishes on the
picnic
the
table.
picnic table. I realized after camping in North Cascades and having that bear box in our campsite, I realized how much I use that as a counter space to prepare meals, and I'm like, it's harder.
For all of you just joining us, our question of the video, we'd love to hear your responses. What is your favorite summer vacation activity you've done so far?
Yeah.
Whether it's this year or we the past couple years, leave it in the chat and or in the comments if you're rewatching this later. And we want to really we love to hear other people's stories and get ideas from them on, what would maybe be a good vacation that we could check out sometime.
I'm trying to get it to go all the way forward. It's not letting me. Oh well, we're 18 minutes behind.
The chat's current, so.
Anyway, Garrett, you want to share with them what we've been doing? The kids' junior ranger things and going out to the spit and stuff?
Yeah, so far on this trip, we have done quite a bit of stuff. The one day we went up to Hurricane Ridge.
That was fun.
That was fun, but you couldn't see any of the mountains.
I bet it's clear today.
We could drive up there.
I don't know how the kids are gonna do, but
I don't know. But we've done Junior Ranger badges. Mm-hmm. We have checked out Squim Bay. We have checked out Dungeness Natural Wildlife Refuge.
Yeah,
National Wildlife Refuge. And that was really cool.
Yeah.
And
so it's on the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and there's this spit of land that's like 5 miles long. And
It's
it
not.
says-
It's maybe like it's like 50 yards wide. I mean, it's really, really narrow.
Yeah, it's narrow, but it's interesting. The water stays so calm on the other side. And
Yeah.
it's a great ecosystem for the animals and the
Yeah, that's why they made it a national refuge.
it's amazing.
So that the animals could be safe, in that area.
But they have a lighthouse way out on the end of the spit, and it's open every single day of the year. And you can go out and tour it.
If you want to walk,
if you want to
5
hike
miles.
5 miles there and then 5 miles back.
Yeah.
And something about the spit, it actually grows, I think, 13 feet every year.
Yep.
So it's growing. It's amazing. The kids enjoyed being out there and getting sandy and wet and exploring. It was a lot of fun.
Coming back, they were like,
They were tired.
They were tired.
They were very
yeah.
grouchy. Every single one of them complained multiple times. And then they went to sleep really
They're
quickly.
complaining about all the sand in their feet and in their boots. I'm like,
Melanetti!
Hey!
Welcome! Melanetti Living Free Zip Codeless. They are on the road with our good friends, the Days. Check out both those channels. Days Great Adventure. And
there's Greg.
Melanetti Living Free Zip Codeless. Hi Greg! Welcome! We miss you guys. We miss you. We cannot wait to see you again. We got to snag a quick hello last week. As
Yeah.
they came through the area, they camped briefly.
Cabela's.
And we
closed
went out
doors.
and hung out with them for an hour or two.
Yep.
So that was awesome. Anyway, we are doing awesome. We haven't really shared a whole lot, but our family went camping and then came home, and we promptly were all sick. And it took about a week and a half for recovery, more like 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I had to take some time off, but we have all recovered and we are all doing well. So thank you for all of those who said they were praying and
Days Great Adventures joined.
hello, it's Shelly on.
It's Shelly
Yeah.
and Greg and
Yep.
Melanetti
Yep.
and X Marks the Spot.
Yep.
All our favorite peoples are on. So
Favorite peoples. For those of you who are watching the replay, make sure that you put in a comment. Tell us that you watched, tell us what you liked about it,
Yeah.
and give us tell us what your favorite vacation experience was and why it was so memorable.
we absolutely loved this chance to just vacation. I mean,
funny.
people think really that the traveling full-time lifestyle is like being on vacation for 3 years, and it's not that at all.
No.
So this is
especially not when you're
really-
having to work
yeah,
and earn money to provide for yourselves, and we're going to contracts. Other people, they do it in their trailer, they're online, and that's nice because you can regulate to some extent your hours and where you are, where you get to go. But
yeah,
for us, we haven't vacationed really for 2+ years.
yep. And
It's our first summer we were set in Texas.
yeah,
At a contract, and we just worked. And then last year, COVID screwed everything up, so we didn't do any vacationing.
yeah.
So
We ended up in St. Louis during the summertime last year.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys didn't know, starting next week is our 3rd year Nomad anniversary. September 1st, 2018, we pulled the way out of our house, and we haven't been back
3 years.
3 years.
For those of you who are full-time for any length of time, it's a big deal when you get into the higher numbers, knowing you've been on the road for so many days. And Garrett, you were commenting about the kids and their experience.
Yeah, well, Edison has spent over half his life traveling full-time. Timothy has almost been about half his life, and Emma has been a significant portion. So, it's something that most of their memories now are on the road.
Yeah.
And the friends they've met and the places they've seen. And
the life lessons and the experiences that they've gotten, it's just amazing.
yeah,
It's amazing. And for Emma and her mind, she's just a sponge for knowledge. It's pretty funny because they met some kids camping yesterday right next to us, our campsite. And So we found out that their parents are from Canada, and then Emma is just like starting to spout all this information that she knows about Canada, and the girl was like, "Wow, you know more about Canada than I do." So pretty funny, but she loves to learn and loves to share what she knows.
Well, our vacation up in North Cascades National Park, we met a boy that was Timmy's age,
Mm-hmm.
and they hit it off, and all three of them were playing with them, and so.
X marks the spot says, "What? You guys are not a full-time? You're not on a full-time vacation? Heck no. Nope. We haven't had vacation time in years, so this is so nice." Day's Great Adventure says, "Happy 3rd Nomad-versary."
I think I saw
Party hat.
avocado.
Oh
snuck in.
yes. Juanito says hello to Gordito.
Hola.
That's from Melanetti.
¿Cómo está?
That is an inside joke. It's an inside joke.
Honestly, there's 3 years of videos that you guys need to check out, especially those that are new.
Yeah.
You know, we have been on quite the adventure, and we're gonna do a special video
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
You won't want to miss it.
Yep, it's gonna be awesome.
Flashbacks to all our experiences, good and bad, everything we've learned.
Yeah.
Maybe not everything. A good,
At least
A
three.
rel-
At least 3
well-rounded.
lessons that we've learned.
at least 3.
At least 3.
Day's Great Adventure says we are 2 years on September 1st, so they're a year behind us.
It's funny that they left the same time.
The 1st
The first
of September.
of September.
It's a good time to leave
Yeah.
your home and hit the road.
Well, I
right?
mean, when we left our house, we were under contract.
Mm-hmm.
Our house was closed
Mhm.
on the 12th of September.
Yep.
So, I mean, we were already right there.
X marks the spot updating Day's Great Adventures about what they're up to and how they're doing.
Ah,
X marks the spot will also be 2 years in October. And we remember them hitting the road. That
Yeah.
was really exciting. We got to spend time with them in their home before they cleared out and sold. So that's really exciting that we have kind of this, we have this relationship with
yeah.
Richard and Hope that spans both of their
Sticks and bricks
experiences,
and
their
yeah,
sticks and bricks
traveling.
and their full-time life.
Yeah.
So it's so much fun, you guys, to get to know you guys and to hang out with you. And
Well, and we really feel like you guys are our on the road family.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our family. We're seeing, you know, our biological family, but when we're traveling on the road, we love being with our on the road family.
yeah, I think we think about you guys more than we do our actual families.
Get me out of Washington.
Oh, Garrett, we're getting there. About 6 more weeks. Melanetti says we're 1 year traveling in October and 4 years living in an RV. We have 2 anniversaries. Yes, you do.
Yep.
You have been living in a rig longer than we have. So, anyway, Day's Great Adventure says thanks to you, Dire Family. We have also gotten to know X marks the spot, and that's what's great too. Some of you we've introduced and said, "Hey, you guys got to get to know these people." Clallam 2 Fire Rescue headed up to the national park, maybe.
Or somewhere up that way.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Melanetti says they're having a blast with Day's Great Adventures. So
I see that there are 10 people on, but there's only like 5 people commenting. So
We wanna know
please
who's
get involved
on.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know your favorite summer vacation that you've taken, and we want to discuss that. And also leave it in the comments as well. The comments are what really help the video and the channel. So, you know, by leaving a little bit of a comment, that also is very nice as well.
Yeah, this is a little PSA for those of you that don't know how YouTube algorithms work, and they change all the time.
Yeah.
But really, this feed that we have going live is amazing because we get to interact with you. But what really is key is just having you all at the end just hop
comment.
in and write an actual comment on the video.
It could be a quick comment. It doesn't need to be
No, it
a
doesn't have to be
long soliloquy.
But it just shows YouTube that lots of people are interacting
Interested.
with our channel
Yeah.
and want to see our content, and then that kind of gets it pushed out to you guys more quickly. And
Yeah, and
readily.
that thumbs up also really helps as well. So keep both those in mind. But yeah, for all those people that are on, that are just watching, just give a quick comment in the chat to let us know who's on.
Melanetti feel like their life is a big vacation. Traveling full-time is our favorite vacation, she says. Yeah, well, we're working, so.
Yeah, we're still.
And raising children.
We got at least 25 years left
Yeah, before it feels like a vacation.
Yeah.
X marks the spot says DFM is the best. You are a blessing to us. Oh, you're a blessing to us as well. Anyway, let's do an update on the contract. We are halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a shorter contract, like the one that we did last summer in St. Louis. It's about 12 weeks long. Was it 12 or 10? 12?
Yeah, well, we wanted it a little
remember.
bit shorter because I was going to the NRVTA.
Yes, yeah. So again, we are going to try to get across the United States in about 15 days for a meetup. And so our contract couldn't go the full length this summer. Is it live? Are we going? Nope. I'm not seeing anything on our screen. It's buffering.
It should be back up. All right. It said lost connection.
Mine is still buffering.
Give it a second. It should be.
We'll go back in about 3 minutes and kind of review what we had just. I think it was right about this time that we. Okay, there we go. So Stephen Pendleton, we're gonna kind of review what we just talked about because we didn't realize we were buffering, guys.
Sorry.
Stephen Pendleton says, "Are you working in Port Angeles Hospital?" The answer is no. We are vacationing up here at Olympic National Park. Getting some much needed R&R, and I actually am working in the Olympia area because my folks live in that area and we've been camping with them on their property. Yeah, it was a God thing for us to get this contract while we were here this summer visiting, to spend some extra time with them. And had we gotten sick somewhere else, we would have survived, but it was really nice to have support, family support.
Yeah. Because we were able to just do what we needed to do to get better. And
yeah.
so
I was able to tell my mom, hey, we're out of vitamin C. Can you pick some up? And then she'd be able to drop it by. And a couple of times she made food for us and dropped it by.
Yeah.
So anyway, did we break the internet this time? No, we didn't.
But we did have one of those live streams, or it was a premiere or something, and all of YouTube went down.
All of YouTube went down as soon as we went live or something like that. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah.
We have good connection.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, not us.
Anyway, when it comes to the contract, it's been okay. I don't really feel like the people at this hospital want to get to know us. Want to build relationship and want to work as a team with us. We're more just there to alleviate their need for staff. And I think a lot of it has to do with everybody's under a lot of stress right now, because last year Thurston County didn't really get hit all that hard, all that much with the COVID pandemic. And it seems like now they are. And so they're already understaffed and having multiple travelers like myself running their units, and now they have this influx of patients. So it's been a stressful contract, but I've had all of these breaks where I've been able to go out and rest and camp.
And they've been really good at giving you decent amount of time off. You're not like having one day off and going back, and then having one day off and then going back.
They're a lot of my schedule shifts are clumped together, which can be difficult.
Yeah,
I did 4 days in a row, and I was I felt like I wanted to just cry all the time that evening and the next day. But it's tough. It's really tough.
But now you have 6 days off? Mm-hmm. You did 4 day shift, and now you don't have to go back to work till next week.
Yes.
So it turned out really well.
A lot of the hospitals in Washington are union. So Stephen Pendleton's saying they're union there. And I'm guessing that he's talking about Port Angeles, but also I'm pretty sure in Olympia.
Well, and when you were full-time at a hospital, you were part of the union there as well.
Yeah, you have to be. You're not allowed not to be. So you were allowed to choose whether or not to be part of the union.
But that was also federal, so.
Yep. Anyway, Melanetti says, I'm missing some good guacamole. Me too. Garrett got some guacamole yesterday in a
In a
squeezy packet. That was really nice to like just squeeze it on.
We were just trying to make a good meal that was quick
Yeah.
and yeah.
So we had planned 2 days out, and then we had all these extra days off from work.
Yeah.
So we actually went up and found that we could go and
First come, first serve.
first serve at this campsite.
It's called Heart of the Hills Campground in the Olympic National Park.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. All the sites are really small.
Really small.
We had to get a pull-through site to get our truck and camper in there.
I mean, our camper would fit in just about every spot, but there would be no room left for the truck to park. So there were only a limited, like I think we saw 3, maybe 4 in the 3 loops that we looked through that we could probably get both vehicles into. So but it's beautiful out there. Absolutely gorgeous.
It is so amazing.
X Marks the Spot says we both let our Washington licenses lapse, not really wanting to spend much time there again. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you probably have kind of a bad taste in your mouth, or like a bad memory, because you came all the way to Washington and then you couldn't explore it because of COVID shutdown. So, and you were here earlier in the spring too, and it's really wet and rainy and cold.
Yeah. Summertime
is really the best time to come. But we've talked about the different licenses that I've gotten, and we've let. Oh, let's see. We let our Nevada one. We'll let that one lapse. We let New Mexico lapse. Louisiana lapse. But those 2 are covered now by the. So now I have a compact license. So that's okay. But yeah, we're not gonna renew Nevada. The only reason why we keep my Washington license up is because family is here, and so when we come back to visit, maybe we'll want to pick up a job like we did this summer. So that's the only reason why I've kept Washington so far.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, and I mean, had we gotten the other contract, it probably would have been hotter. It probably, and we would have been away from family.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to spend that time up there in Montana, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would have been good. We would have been close to a set of friends, but we don't know them all that well. And Montana is absolutely gorgeous, so maybe some summer. And I mean, there's a lot of work that Garrett could do there. So. Days says Washington is a mess. The only reason we spend time there is, of course, because of our kids. It is beautiful, but the politics is crazy stupid. Garrett agrees. I agree. You do what you have to do when you live in an area and you can't escape it. But for us as nomads, we can escape it. We can go, we can explore, and we can find other places that are just as beautiful.
So technically, on our trip coming up in 6 weeks, we'll be going from coast to coast, basically.
Yes, coast to coast.
It'll be our first coast to coast trip. We're going from Washington State, which is on the west coast, to North Carolina, which is on the opposite coast. So.
X Marks the Spot says we are keeping an eye out for winter host gigs in Florida. Yeah, those are probably few and far between because people snap them up right away, don't they? I'm wondering about Texas, if there are more opportunities there in the wintertime.
If you go down to the coast, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
It's a lot warmer. So there's a lot more opportunities down there.
Yeah. All right. I just closed out. Whoops.
Right there.
Sorry. Now I gotta watch a stupid commercial again.
So it's 3 o'clock, so we're probably gonna go ahead and wind it down a little bit.
We are. We were 20 minutes late because I don't know if we shared with some of you who have come in later on. We went live at 2, and for some reason
it put my event to unlisted.
Unlisted. He's like, I swear, I made it public, and he couldn't change it. While we were live, so we had to get out of that, and then
I tried to start a new one,
and he couldn't get it. It wouldn't let you go to public. So I was able to go into behind the scenes and.
That's what happens when you do it mobile.
Yep. X Marks the Spot says we went the opposite direction from North Carolina to Washington in 3 weeks. Yeah, we're gonna do it in 2.
Yep. And we're going to make some fun stops there as well.
Yes, Mel and Eddie, we'll take care, and thank you. We are doing much, much better. Every once in a while, I have a tickle in my throat, and I just have to cough. But other than that, everybody's been super healthy. So we've been taking lots and lots of vitamins, eating healthy, lots of water, and getting out in this beautiful, beautiful
the sun, exercise. What's not to like?
What's not to like? Thanks, Mel and Eddie. Please hit the thumbs up. Everyone, before you leave, write us a comment. Tell us what you liked. I want to go back to my list to make sure, on my notes, to make sure that we got everything. Yeah? Looks like it. You guys, it's been having a month between live streams. I have to say, for one thing, it's been good for the summertime, and then because then we can focus on family and focus on these health and healing trips and things. But it's also tough because we don't get to connect with you guys every week. So here we are, 1 month out from the last. We'll probably do another live stream in a month.
In a month, yeah.
Would you say? Maybe we'll go to every other week if we can do that. But we're really just spending this time with family and emotionally and physically taking care of ourselves.
If you guys think about it, and those of you that have been watching our channel for a long time know, we've been doing weekly live streams for years.
Yeah,
and we might have taken a week off here or there, but for the most part, we did a live stream that's why we have so many singing videos.
Yeah, because of the live streams.
The live streams,
week,
weekly videos, live streams. I mean, we're doing 2 videos, sometimes 3 videos a week for a long time. So
we have our purposes for taking these breaks. It gives us more time and energy, I think, to just put out good content and those of you who are close to us, you have other means of contacting us throughout that time. So
if you guys have any ideas on videos that you think we would like to do, let us know.
Yeah.
Leave it in the comments of any video, really, or contact us directly. So
anyway, check out Wednesday's video, as it's our Nomadversary video. We're going to do some reviewing of our last 3 years. And
also, our last video was a really fun video because we were able to upgrade our kids' mattresses.
That was fun.
And those mattresses were basically fluffed up cardboard, and now they are sleeping on pillows of clouds. They don't want to get up in the morning.
No, they love their memory foams, that's for sure. X marks the spot says, so good to see you guys. Give the kids a hug. Give the kids a hug from us. Glad you are all well and having fun exploring. You guys, they're going to be so excited to see you. We can't wait for October and to get back out on the road. It's hard for us to sit still. It really is.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you all for joining us here in beautiful Port Angeles, Washington. If you get a chance, come out some summer and explore. I love the park up here, going up to Hurricane Ridge, and they have a lot of park ranger chats and learning experience.
Fun activities.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And as always,
live life
intentionally.
Live life intentionally. Make sure to comment and thumbs up, you guys. We love you all.